Hello. I've just been thinking recently about the last few months and how we've been locked down. We've been limited on who we can meet socially, friends, family. Everything's been done through the internet, Zoom and Duo. A few years ago, we wouldn't have been able to do it. The technology just wasn't there. The restrictions have been lifted now a little bit, but we still have a restriction. We have to meet outside. We have to stay socially distanced 2 meters apart. No hugs, no kisses, not even any elbow touches that we started out in March doing. And it got me thinking about friends and how important they are, and how important it is to meet them and be with them. But I've got some friends who I don't have to social distance from, so I thought I'd bring them along and introduce them to you. Now, my first friend is Teddy. Now, Teddy is quite old. In fact, Teddy's nearly as old as I am, so that makes him really old. But you look at his face, he's had a few bashes over the years. He used to be full of stuffing, lovely furry skin, but he has had the stuffing knocked out of him, literally. Over the years, he's lost a lot of weight. His pores have worn out and his stuffing's come out, but he's still a very special friend to me. Now, as many of you know, I used to go to sea with the Merchant Navy and I'd be away for quite a long time, and one time I came home after 5 or 6 months away and Teddy had a new set of clothes. "Wow," I said to Sue, "that's brilliant. Do you know, it's just like a shirt I've got up in the wardrobe." Little did I know. But Teddy is a special friend. He didn't go to sea with me. It would have been a bit silly for a man to take a Teddy to sea, I think. Anyway, that's my first special friend. I have other friends too. And this is my other friend. This is Little Ted. Little Ted was bought for me by a lady who was to become my sister-in-law she bought him when I was 18 as a present. Fancy getting a teddy bear at 18. But because she'd bought it for me specially, he became a really special friend. He used to go with me everywhere. He was the last thing I put in my luggage before I went away on a tour of duty, and he always went in the bag that I was going to carry in my hand. I was never going to lose Teddy. He was always going to be with me. So he's travelled all over the world. By plane, by boat, by train, by car, over the sea, under the sea. I used to take him on holidays as well. I'm not sure what Sue really thought about that, but he was my special friend. I was going to take him everywhere. That is until I forgot him. Never when I went to sea, but going on holiday, quite often these days, I forget him. And he stays at home. But he's nice and small, you see, so he would fit in my luggage. And that was what made him very special. He's quite old. Not as old as the previous Teddy, but he's still quite old. So they are special friends to me. Him. You want to know who he is? Well, this is Big Ted. Now, Big Ted was bought for me by a special friend. So he's special. The trouble is with Big Ted, he's too big. He needs his own chair in the car. He needs his own seat on the aeroplane. I'd never get him in a suitcase along with all my other stuff. So just like old Teddy, he would stay at home. All 3 of them, they're special friends. I can talk to them. Don't usually get an answer from them. But you know what? They're just stuffed toys. They're just stuffed toys. Some people latch on to stuffed toys quite readily, and others discard them as they grow older. As it says in the Bible, when I'm a child, I play with child things. When I grow old, I get adult things. But you know what? They are stuffed toys. But I have got a friend who's very special indeed. I've got a picture of him. I don't have a model of him. His name is Jesus. Jesus, the Son of God. Now, Jesus is somebody who I asked to be my friend many years ago, and he has always been my friend. I can ask him for anything I want. I don't always get what I want, but I get what I need. And what's important is I get what I need when I need it, not when I think I need it. That's not always the case, because Jesus knows best. He is my friend. He's my special friend. I don't have to social distance from Jesus, because Jesus is there all the time. I don't have to remember to pack him in my suitcase, because he's with me all the time. Like the old advert used to say, anytime, any place, anywhere. Not just to be with me, but somebody who I can talk to anytime, any place, anywhere. But I have to ask. I have to talk to him. And I would say to anybody out there who doesn't know Jesus as a friend, that actually you've just got to ask. You don't have to do fancy prayers and big long words or whatever. You just have to say, Jesus, be my friend, and mean it. And he will be your friend. And he'll be your friend forever. All you have to do is ask. All you have to remember is to ask. Now it says there's a couple of verses in the Bible that refer to this. One of them says in Proverbs that one person might have unreliable friends, and they will come to ruin and disaster. But there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And when Jesus was about to leave this earth, he was talking to his friends, his disciples. Disciples, friends, that's who they were. And he said to them, surely I am with you always. And you know what? If you don't know that reality, it is just a simple matter of asking. And Jesus will be with you always if you ask him to be. So bear it in mind. He has everything under control. We don't have to worry when we trust in Jesus, so long as we trust it and accept what he gives to us. I hope that's been helpful to you. I still love my friends. My big Ted, I think he's great. He scares the grandchildren, but I think he's great. And as for little Ted, well, I can still put him in my suitcase when I go on holiday to be my special friend, if I really feel like it. Okay, that's enough for today, so goodbye.